Yo, what is up YouTube? It is your boy Charles here back again with a brand new video for y'all today, and today we got a Spright deck list, and I was playing at the Seattle regionals, and honestly, I had a blast. But unfortunately, bro, I freaking did not win X2 unfortunately, so I ended up going 4-3 in this case, because freaking game 7, I ended up losing against Kashtira 2-0. Due to the fact that I freaking bricked up, and it sucks, bro. I could have at least ended up 6-2, but I lost against Kashtira, and that was like my only Kashtira matchup that I had. So, yeah, guys, drop the like, comment, and always feel free to subscribe. So, yeah, guys, without further ado, let's begin, shall we? Okay, guys, to start things off, I play 3 blue. Yeah, dude, this is basically like the usual Spright blue engine you would want to play, and yeah. As long as this card is at 3, we're good, bro. We're playing 3 Jet. This is like the best card in my opinion to search freaking Spright spell. Obviously, starter's like the best card for follow-up, and honestly, bro, freaking they should have hit Spright starter to begin with. Same with Branded Fusion from the ban list, but I mean, due to the freaking Albaz lore being a thing, is like, you know, Spright starter is just, I mean, not Spright starter, freaking Branded Fusion still could be viable in the game, so it's like, oh well, we'll just have fun with it. 1 red, just standard. Carrot, I barely resolve Carrot, but it feels good to resolve this card every now and then, but I didn't get to really deal with back row removals. Pixies, yo, this card was MVP. Freaking, I just used this card to OTK in the end. Freaking against Branded Despia, like I just banished his freaking Lindworm and destroyed his freaking that new dragon monster with Blazing Cartesia, and yeah, that was something else, bro. Feels good. So that's all the Sprites. Swap Frog, yeah, Swappy Boy. Some people plays two Swap Frogs at best, but I mean 3's not bad. I've been seeing that a lot. 3 Nimble Beavers. This is the best normal summon. And yeah, sometimes it's like late game, it's kind of risky to activate this card every time, because, you know, what if they have freaking Infinite Permanence or Ash Blossom or whatnot, and you don't even have like another level 2 follow-up, like in all these Sprites for instance. So it's like, you know, it's risky. 2 Nimble Anglers. This is like the standard for the spring combo. 1 Hyperia. This is another really good normal summon to have, and it feels good. Feels good to play this card. It really did help me get more draw power. So I want to say this right now. I did not play Pod Prosperity in this deck because, you know, I actually do need to use all my extra deck cards for just anything. So yeah, that's the whole point of it. So yeah, this is basically all the starters of the monsters. So yeah, so this is basically all the monsters, and we're going to the hand traps lineup. Obviously 3 Ash, dude. Freaking resolving Ash feels good. Freaking every time my opponent resolves Branded Fusion, I always chain Ash, and they don't even have like Called by the Grave every time. So yeah, dude, this card is just a blessing to have. 3 Imperm. Imperm was really helped me a lot for late game, and yeah, Imperm's Imperm. Book of Eclipse. I barely resolved this card because I barely faced against Kashtira. Like, most of my matchups that I had was freaking Sword Soul and Branded Despia, but yeah, this card does come up a bit, but I mean, I really didn't have freaking Spright Tearlaments, but except Kashtira, so my matchups was actually not that bad. 1 Called by, this didn't come up a bit, so I just played it just in case if I was faced against rogue decks like Sword Soul, Plunder Patrol, etc. And yeah, so that's the standards. And then the DD Crows, Magnamut. Yeah, I don't know why this card is still at 3. This card should have been at 1 in my opinion, but I mean, like I said, bro, Albaz lore still being a thing, still being prevalent in the game, is like, they really like the Albaz lore a lot, because, you know, that's why these cards are still at 3. Like, all of these cards are still at 3 for a reason, which is like crazy. Druid's Worm, this card comes up a bit. It really helped me a lot, so feels good. 1 Baldrake. I mean, I've used this like only 1 time, so yeah, I mean, it was not bad. So this is basically all my hand traps. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 16 hand traps at best, so that's why I like freaking playing Spright. Spright is not bad of a deck, and to be honest with you guys, I didn't had a lot of practice with the deck, and all of a sudden I was actually going clutch all the time with this deck. So man, I'm gonna miss having to play Spright Elf in this deck. So yeah, this is all the hand traps, the deck. So this is basically my utilities. 3 starter. Yeah, 3 starter comes up a lot, man. Starter, this is going forward. Spright starter is gonna be like the reason why Spright is still playable, because you know it is Spright starter. Helps me a lot. 1 smashers, I've only resolved this card at least 1 time or 2 times, but it was just really situational, really. And dude, this card, Monster Reborn main deck, dude, this shit was clutch against Sword Soul. Like I had 1 big misplay because I didn't activate Swap Frog effect. So like, you know what? Actually, no. I think I activated Swap Frog effect, but yeah, dude. But there was a time where I did misplay and didn't even make Toad. But then once I had Monster Reborn, I already made Toad right away. And yo, that's how I freaking won game 3. And plus I had freaking D barrier game 3, which is crazy. And Gamma Burst, yo, this card was OTK clutch. It freaking saved my Spright monsters for follow up. And I was popping off next turn against Branded Despia. So I was like, yo, dude, I'm gonna just use this card, play it right, and it turned out in the end, I ended up winning that match. And Double Cross, I didn't really use this card often. Double Cross didn't really help me much, but you know, I didn't really play this card as often, so that's why I like always sided out for other cards. So it is what it is, y'all. So that's basically my whole main deck. And on to the actually, let's just go on to the extra deck. So 2 Elf, broken. This is the last time we'll ever see this card being playable, because in 2 days the ban list will be effective going forward. No more Shizu tier. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I think a Shizu tier will be playable, but what sucks is that because the freaking fusion the contact fuse cards that you usually use, Shaylin, Merly, and Havness being limited, it's kind of unfortunate because Bystials could just stop it and then they can't really play the game anymore. 1 sprint. I think going forward you're gonna probably at least play 2 sprints now because of Kashtira. Because bro, freaking game 1, round 7, my freaking sprint got game 2 round 7, my opponent just ended up banishing my sprint, and I really needed the sprint for the freaking extenders, and I really needed this card badly. And plus having 3200 attack really does help me a lot, you know, going into gigantic sprint and then nimble beaver. So you know, I really needed the sprint. So yeah, guys, if you guys are gonna keep playing Spright, you might need to play 2 sprints now. So probably the best option to do, because you know Kashtira is, because apparently Kashtira is finna be a freaking tier 1 deck. I mean, not tier 1, tier 0 deck, when in general it's not, since like it's way more easier to out compared to Shizu tier. So yeah, so going forward 2 sprints is better. 1 IP, this card was clutch. 1 dark, I didn't get the chance to use dark as often. I didn't really see a lot of Bystials as often, besides Branded Despia and Sword Soul. That was like my big matchups. Like, yeah. Codebreaker, honestly, dude, I didn't face against a Shizu tier, man. This was like my only way to out Baguska, but I didn't even like use this card often. So it's like, damn, bro, I didn't figure out which one would be a good spot for it. So it's like, you know, it's whatever. I decided to play Codebreaker for the use of it. And my MVP card, Magnite Crusadia, freaking this one Branded Despia player was having a hard time trying to out this card. And you know, obviously the only way you can out freaking Magnite Crusadia Avermax is just having to, you know, kaiju it. So just like any other monster, like you have to kaiju. Same with the Ad Ignister, you have to kaiju that card because it's literally just a summoning condition. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, this card was MVP. I don't know what's gonna happen with this card. I mean, either you had to play 2 ofs because of Kashtira or something else. Yeah, but yeah, dude. Dude, I should have had the other secret rare when I had the chance. But I used that ultra this, and for the XYZs, you know, Gigantic Spright was goated. I've been using this card so many times, having to go into freaking, what's this card? Gamma Burst. The card makes 64, or not 64. No, not Gamma Burst. What's that card? Pixies. So that card plus this, well, it's at 3200. Yo, dude, that shit was like wild. Yeah, dude, this card, bro. This card has been saving me games, and yeah, Pixies, man. This card is really good, bro. Really good, and it's really OTK in the end, so feels good. Gigantic Spright, not bad. Only me borrow. This helped me a lot, OTKing a lot. Having to banish the card until the opponent's end phase feels good, really good. Desion Buster, I barely made this. I'll be honest with you. And I'm surprised I played this card. Ninja Shadow Mosquitoes like the OTK. I didn't really play this card often, so I was like, you know what, I'll just put this as a flex spot for now. But hey, like I said, bro, options is options, so you know, hey, everybody just copies decks, so it's like at the end of the day, it's whatever. One Toad, yo, this card was clutch. Like I said, bro, they need to hit this card, man. This freaking Toad boy needs to get hit. Like, I swear. That's why Totally Awesome's banned in Master Duel right away. Downer and Zeus. I didn't really make these two cards. But, yeah, Zeus. The only time Zeus is ever good is if I face Kashtira, but I lost 2-0 round 7, so there's a learning curve. And, yeah, that is basically all of my extra deck. So, yeah. This is the last time we'll ever see Elf being viable. Speaking of viable, this is my side deck. Dude, I'll be honest with you, bro. I thought I was gonna face against freaking Flow on the Rees. That's why I had so much back row removals, just to be prepared for like control decks in general, because freaking control decks are so freaking annoying. So it's like, you know, it's whatever. So I played Triple Lightning. Yo, this card was clutch against Trickstar when I was facing against this dude round 3. So I was like, bro, I'm not here to get Gozen. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this card really did help me get round 3. And I played Triple Raigeki. This card is like really unexpected to play. But yeah, it doesn't really stop Shangri-La, but you know, it can stop other decks as well. I mean, it stops Arise Heart and the Diablosis, but Shangri-La is like the most irritating card to deal with. One Change of Heart. This card's actually, like, I feel like going forward, freaking Change of Heart is actually gonna be really good. So let's say if you were to, like, take the Kashtira Rise Heart, and then all of a sudden you just attack, and then freaking main phase 2, go into Zeus, effect to Zeus to, like, freaking board wipe Kashtira. Dude, I mean, and plus, you know, Kashtira Rise Heart is not a once per turn card where you just constantly add banish cards from the Kashtira Rise Heart to the material, so that shit is like, you can just keep Zeus as many as you want, dude. That's why I've been seeing people playing 2 Zeuses, which is really good. One Harpy's Feather, bro, I'll be dead ass right now. I had a Harpy's Feather and a Raigeki in my hand, round 4. Freaking this Sword Soul player freaking negated the Harpy's Feather, and what I did afterwards, I just freaking Raigeki his whole board and just OTK him afterwards. It feels nice. What else do I play? Dude, I thought about playing Spear Modes against Kashtira, but like, dude, I've only faced against one Kashtira player, and like I said, bro, I got freaking destroyed due to Brick City. D-Barrier, this card has freaking helped me against Sword Soul, and yeah, he was really getting frustrated how did me resolve this card. He didn't really have like Solemn Judgment or anything. And the last card, Red Resonator, I didn't really use this card game 3. I was like, you know what, screw it, I don't want to play the way, you know what, I just don't want to like increase life points for the win. I just want to OTK. So I feel like, you know what, I mean, I'm still gonna play this card regardless if I also play Pure Spright right now, but like, yeah, this is basically the whole side deck. What do you guys think about this side deck? Is this mid or is this top tier going forward? So yeah guys, bro, Seattle Regionals was a blast. It was a great experience. I met freaking MSTTB, Tombox. I didn't talk to Nishi. I kind of wish I did. Like, that dude is awesome. Freaking Tom. Me and Tom had good conversations. Like, I even tried to tell him, like, bro, how can I be successful in the YouTube scene? Like, and he was doing all this talking. He was talking about me, like, you know, all this branding stuff that I could do just to make my channel good. And he told me about, like, how Jesse Conant already, like, made from like 0 subs to already 20k subs. Like, bro, you could have been like way more famous than Team Sam, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, like, it's a good feeling. It was my first ever IRL regionals, and it was fun. It was really, really fun. Like, it was my first ever IRL regionals. Like, technically, this is not my first ever regionals I've been in. Like, this is technically my second time. Again, I've only done 1 remote duel regionals and 1 IRL. But my remote duel regionals, I think I was playing Sword at that time, but it's like a long time ago. Yeah, guys, what do you guys think about this Spright deck profile? This is like the last ever time we'll ever see a deck with Elf on it going forward. Bujinki Ahashima or something, which I feel like the whole point of that card is to bring out Toad, which, I mean, that's okay. It's not bad, but, you know, it could get negated. But what sucks is that you cannot use that card as link material whatsoever, which sucks. But, yeah, guys, what do you guys think? This is the last time we'll ever see Spright Elf with this deck. And, yeah, guys, this is Charles here, and, I'm out of here, so peace out.
Girl, I can't take it.